Well, good morning. It's episode 155. It's the September Top 10. And what does that mean? Well, on January 1st, Mateo and I, that'd be MC Fox, who's not here, I'm MP Fox, we came up with what we wanted to do, our resolutions for 2019. One of mine was to not rip so many packs of cards and just buy individual cards and buy what we were looking for. Well, while we're not ripping packs to put sets together anymore, we still are ripping packs. And it seems like every time we go to Target or Walmart or the local card shop, we're buying some sort of packs. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put together a weekly top 10 cards that I've personally ripped out of a pack. They're probably not the most gorgeous cards. Probably don't mean anything to anybody else, but it's my collection. They won't be the most expensive because I ripped a lot neater cards than what I'm going to show today. But I'm going to just show the cards that I really like that I got this past September. And it says top 10. I'm actually going to show 12. Go figure. Of course, I break my own rules right away. But I have to say, Tampa Bay Rays. We hit the speed bump in Oakland. Sorry, Tony. Sorry, Eric. But this morning, for episode 155, what a blast and what a game it was last night. I actually was able to listen to the last inning on the way home from work, and Mateo and I watched it this morning starting at 6 o'clock before school. So there we have the sports page. We got Austin Meadows high-fiving Bob Lewis. Hey, Bob Lewis. But what a great game. Astros are next. I'm really looking forward to it. We're going to do a little bit of housekeeping before I show these 10/12 cards. Our MLB 2019 prediction contest is coming down to the wire. We cannot announce any winner at this point because three of you YouTubers are still in the running, and it all comes down to who is in the World Series as far as who's going to win the contest. So stay tuned, because as soon as the World Series is decided, who's going to be in it, we'll announce the winner. It is that close, all within 1 point. So these half points are going to go a long way. So stay tuned for that. But without further ado, let's go ahead and show these 12 cards. Again, if you're looking for great expensive cards or crazy silly stuff, it probably is not going to happen, or it might, but not in this episode. The first card I'm going to show was pulled out of a 2019 archive pack. It's the 1975 style, and it's of Richie Ashburn. This did not make my top 10. It almost made my top 10. I love this style of card, and I've really grown to like Richie Ashburn as a player the more I learn about him. And Mike O did a showcase about Richie Ashburn a week or two ago. I will try to figure out how to put a link to that below if you haven't seen it. It's awesome stuff. But I started liking this ball player when I purchased this card, the 1952 Topps of Richie Ashburn. I really love that card. I wanted to get it at a card show. Actually, at a couple card shows I saw it. And then I finally got this I can't even talk this morning, PSA. It's because I got up at 6 o'clock to watch the Rays. So those are the two cards that make 12. I just wanted to show those. I really like the Richie Ashburn card. Coming in at number 10, it is the most hated baseball stadium, or one of them, in the major leagues. Not exactly sure why, because I love Tropicana Dome, and these were in this was in Series 2 of Topps this year. I went to personally a lot of games in the Hubert H. Humphrey Metrodome in Minnesota, and that stadium was horrendous. It was built for the Vikings. It was not built for baseball. This was built for baseball. I don't know what people are looking for. When it's 90 degrees and humid, it is always a comfortable 78 here. You're not sweating your new you-know-what's off, and it's a gorgeous park with great food. Go figure. Everybody wants something new. Just so you know, this isn't all a Rays showcase either, but I'm going to show this next card just because of what happened last night. We've got, well, not because of what happened last night, but I really like this card. Future Stars. Austin Meadows has been a great pickup for us. And again, I've said it many times, and I've thanked the Pittsburgh Pirate fan I know, actually the couple that I know. What a trade. Chris Archer for Meadows, Glasnow, and Shane Baz, who's down in the minors, who's going to be a horse in 2 years. But I like this Future Stars card of Austin Meadows right here. And speaking of Pittsburgh, I've got a Pittsburgh connection. This is a prism that I pulled. It is a Diamond Marshalls card. It is a die cut card, and I love it. It's a little shield that's shiny. You can see different things. It's like a mirror, but it's Andrew McCutchen. And this is before he went to San Francisco, but I got this out of a clearance pack from Walmart. They had a bunch of clearance of different prisms and 2017 tops, and I got this one out of the prism. Very, very nice. Another nice little shiny prism that I got, Panini Prism in one of those. One of my favorite ball players, Tony Gwynn. Yep, and Snoop just had a showcase of a few of his cards last week also. But I always love Gwynn cards, and these are so mere shiny, they make me think of Pepino every time. So coming in at number 6, this is a Minnesota Twin. It is a franchise feats card, but it's got the Harmon Killebrew on that. He was one of my childhood heroes growing up, and I have always had a special place in my heart for the Twins. I hope it's the Twins and the Rays in the division or in the ALCS coming up. That'd be great fun. Be able to rib Dustin and Blake a little bit, back and forth. But a little Harmon Killebrew action in franchise feats. Now we're down to the top 5. This is where the excitement just grows and grows, doesn't it? This, again, comes from the 2019 Topps Archives. I actually first was introduced to this player when he played for the Padres, but this is him and his Giants. I've always liked him. It's Mr. Willie McCovey, and this is the, like I said, 2019 Archives featuring the 1993 Topps style there. Great card. Great ball player. And following on the heels of Willie McCovey and the Topps card, it's a 2019, and this is another Willie McCovey. The Allen and Ginter looks so classic to me. I just love the artwork on it, almost as much as Gypsy Queens, but I really like this card. And did you know that Willie McCovey was one of the 7 players who've been Rookie of the Year, League MVP, and an All-Star MVP? One of 7. Do you know who the others are? Oh, you couldn't think of them that quickly. But it was Cal Ripken Jr., Willie Mays, Mike Trout, Frank Robinson, Fred Lynn, and Ichiro. That, along with Willie McCovey, that is quite a crowd you got there. That is a good group to be involved in. Coming in at number 3, this is an Optic. It's a rated rookie card with the lime green little parallel, nice and shiny, of Brandon Lau. He is our second baseman here with the Rays. He was injured since July and came back with a bang in the last week of the season. So great stuff coming from him. Glad to have this, and I love the way it looks. So this is card number 3. Card number 2. Let me guess, it's a Ray. Yeah, you're right. It's actually 3 Rays. This is Faces of the Franchise. I'll get it into focus here with Blake Snell, who was a Cy Young winner last year. Kind of had a down year this year. Mr. Evan Longoria, who is now a Giant, and Fred McGriff. These are definitely 3 Faces of the Franchise. It'd be nice if they would have got Carl Crawford on there somehow, some way, because I think he is a big face of the franchise also. Hopefully someday Willie Adames. And the number 1 card for the month of September. Now, this is kind of funny because last week Mike O had an auction, and this card comes from Allen and Ginter, and I was going to buy it because he offered it for $1. Not only this card, but it was a grouping of cards of non-baseball players, and I thought this card looked so cool I wanted to buy it. And a couple of days later, or the next day, stopped at Target, picked up some Allen and Ginter, and I pulled the card that I wanted out of the grouping. What a cool thing. Yes, my number 1 card for September is Lawrence Rocks. Lawrence Rocks Hair Rocks. Yes, he was a chemist and an author, and thanks to him, I believe we came up with the Department of Energy in the United States because of some report that he wrote about global warming or energy use or something or other. But smart, brilliant man. But I care about his hair. Look at that. So until next time, this is MP Fox. Have a great day. Raise up. Peace.